Hello reception and nursery, it's Elena, and I hope you had a really nice Easter holiday and that you're not missing school too much. We've decided that we're going to read you a story every week, and the story that we're going to read you this week is Little Red Riding Hood. Some of you might know it from before. I've got this book here and it's called Yummy, and inside it's got lots and lots of different stories, lots and lots of different fairy tales. And this is the contents page and it tells you all the different stories. So I'm looking for Little Red Riding Hood. So I can see that Little Red Riding Hood is on page number 10, a 1 and a 0. So let me go to page number 10. Here we go. Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, oh I love it when stories start with once upon a time. Once upon a time there was a girl called Little Red Riding Hood. Her mother asked her to take a basket of food, sometimes it's a basket of muffins, through the woods to her grandmother, who is ill. Little Red Riding Hood had not gone far when she met a wolf. Oh, what voice should I do for a wolf? I think I'm going to do a low voice. Where are you going, Little Red Riding Hood? The wolf asked. I'm taking a basket of food to my grandmother because she's ill, answered Little Red Riding Hood. Is that so? Said the wolf with a nasty grin, and away he ran. You might say that the wolf is cunning because he's making a plan, or you might say that he's sly. Can you think of any other animals that are sly? I'm thinking of the gingerbread man, and in the gingerbread man there's a fox. There's a fox who's sly and he tricks the gingerbread man. I think the big bad wolf is going to trick Little Red Riding Hood. The wolf ran straight to Grandma's house and knocked at the door. Who's there? Called Grandmother. It's me, Little Red Riding Hood, said the wolf in a sweet little voice. I've brought you a basket of food. Oh, come in then, said Grandmother. He's tricking Grandmother. The wolf went in, leapt onto Grandmother's bed and swallowed her whole. In some stories, in some versions of this story, he locks Grandma in a cupboard, but in this version of the story, he eats her whole. Gulp. Can you see Grandmother's feet poking out the top? After a while, Little Red Riding Hood arrived at Grandmother's house. She walked straight in and over to the bed. Grandmother, what big eyes you have, she said. Oh, all the better to see you with, my dear, replied the wolf. Grandmother, what big ears you have. All the better to hear you with, my dear. How do you think Little Red Riding Hood is feeling? Because that doesn't look like her grandmother. I think she might be feeling a little bit confused. She might even be feeling a little bit scared or worried. Grandmother, what big teeth you have. All the better to eat you with, my dear. And with that, the wolf leapt out of bed and gobbled up Little Red Riding Hood. A hunter was passing. Sometimes it's a hunter and sometimes it's a wood chopper. And in this story, it's a hunter. A hunter was passing and heard the noise. He came in and saw the wicked wolf. Oh, I like that. Wicked wolf. That's called alliteration. Like you might call me excellent Elena. Can you do that with your name? He chopped the wolf open and out stepped Grandmother and Little Red Riding Hood. Hooray, they cried. Then they ate up the food in the basket and they lived happily ever after. Can you think of any more stories that finished with happily ever after and start with once upon a time? Maybe you could think of some stories that we've already learnt in class. Can you think of any stories as well that have a big bad wolf? I'm thinking of one where there are 3 little somethings and they go off to build a house. Who's your favourite character? My favourite character, I think, is the big bad wolf. Even though he's a bit naughty and he makes some bad choices, I like the way that he thinks of a clever plan. Do you want to tell someone who your favourite character is? Maybe you want to act out the story for somebody in your house, or maybe you could make some little puppets to act it out for them. You could even make your own storybook and you could colour in the pages and try and write it out yourself. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that story and I hope you're having a nice time at home. I hope you're staying safe and you're staying active, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.